Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about good news, solar, wind, coal, and trends. Hey, we get to talk about some good news for once. For quite some time, we've talked about different states as cleaner, newer technology for energy production surpasses dirty, obsolete tech in energy generation. That's happened in about half of the states. Well, it's happened nationally now. In 2024, wind and solar surpassed coal for the first time ever nationally. Not in new capacity, not in investment, but in actual energy production. In 2024, wind and solar accounted for 17% of energy generated, while coal hit an all-time low of 15%. Most of this is being driven by normal market dynamics and some incentives from the government to make the switch. Solar is the cheapest way to produce electricity. It was the fastest growing source of electricity in the U.S. Utility-scale solar grew by 31 gigawatts. That's a record. One of the obvious questions is, then why are emissions still going up? Well, energy demand is increasing, so emissions are going up. But in another piece of good news, each unit of electricity is the cleanest it's ever been. Make no mistake, we have a long way to go. But the trend shows a cleaner, more affordable, newer tech heading the right direction, and coal heading the other way. Natural gas use is still climbing, and nuclear and hydro are running more or less flat. But there's a lot of movement when it comes to nuclear that suggests we'll probably see a big jump in generation from that source as well. Now, obviously, Trump has some bizarre opposition to wind power, and there will be less government incentive for the time being. But we might have already reached a tipping point on that one. Normally, a tipping point in any discussion about the climate is a bad thing. But for once, this is a good thing. We might have hit the point where coal will continue to decline and solar will continue to rise, even without government incentive, simply because market forces say it's cheaper. Dave Jones of Ember, which is the group behind the report, said, quote, "Solar is winning. It added more generation than gas in 2024, and batteries will ensure that solar can grow more cheaply and quickly than gas. Government incentives would speed the change even more, undoubtedly, but those are unlikely under Trump. The good news is that the economics on this portion of the fight are now on the side of those who want to save the planet. Since the beginning, the money was pretty much always on the other side. You might start to see some very unlikely cooperation start to emerge. Team-ups that would have been unthinkable a decade ago might become commonplace. With all the fire hose of bad news that's been hitting us for the last few months, this is a welcome bit of relief. Regardless of Trump's efforts to roll back green energy transition, he might be too late. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.